that once at a BLAST event put RPK in retirement.
They can retire teams. They can play above their level. This is the hottest take ever. I'm gonna say right now, 9Z are probably a better team than Spirit.
Ooh.
They just don't have nearly the same pieces.
Scorching.
Well, what we saw from Spirit in the last series was not much of a game plan, no tactics, individual plays obviously from Donk. But when Nat asked magixx, what changed between yesterday and today, well, hopefully it was some of that, because we didn't really get any of the creativity that we could say, wow, this is such a great call. This is such a great idea. This is such great chemistry. They didn't really have any of that. And 9Z have all of that. We have seen amazing moments from them in that regard. They just don't have the top 20 players and the experience, but they do have impressive calls. They have impressive rounds, and they definitely have ideas and their own unique flavor of CS.
Can always be a hell of a go on a T side of Overpass. Here comes the exec in and over. Donk is blind in the meantime. That's all right. Back turn to Tanir. He'll capitalize on Luchov. Now Donk's still ready to go, but playing it patiently. Knows they're going to round this pillar, and when they do, they're dead. Him and Shiro mow him down. Spirit CT pistol victory.
Donk is hyped. Now, the last time 9Z played this map, they played against Vitality. It was 13-3. It was domination, obviously, because it's Vitality, and Zywoo absolutely styled on them. That's something that can happen today, too. We have, again, the individuals here, the CT side starting off for Spirit. It could be an absolute crushing defeat for 9Z. Wow. Yeah, so 9Z, they grind Overpass. They've always played it, no matter the game, no matter the year.
Just trying to tap into that wealth of experience and weaponize it versus now top tier opposition and, well, Vitality to Spirits. See what they've got in store for us, but not this round because it's Glocks across the board, barring Luchov's Desert Eagle.
I think this is also like, we've seen great iterations of 9Z with Try and everything like that, and I thought I'd never really be a fan of them without Try. But to be honest, this team overall, I think might be the most solid foundation for 5. Yeah,
well, that's high praise for a 9C that we've
maybe you have Try for Mayern and then they're overall better.
Yeah,
but for every piece they've got with DGT coming in, I think it's looking very nice. When you see the aim duels, Wasso gets some nice fights, DGT pops off. When you pick Overpass this much and a map that's so CT-sided, you have to, you've got to have a plan for when you don't win the pistol, because you need some kind of T-side. You don't really need much of it, but you need some kind of T-side, and that's easier said than done.
Feeling like a pretty excited CT setup for Spirit now. A couple times you've gotten magixx outside this connector door for this moment. Still hanging on to make sure that B doesn't crumble. But 9Z kind of flying blind at the moment. No idea as to whether Fountain's been checked, what's actually inside connector. And as magixx gets a whiff of what's going on in short, he'll just drop the incendiary. Fresh smoke over toward Monster 2, so it's just a stalemate so far here in round 3.
Looks like Spirit are quite fine with this position. They know exactly what's coming their way. But they're not playing monster side, so it will encourage, I think, more rotations, people playing more close to B. Molly's going to tag him. But it was just a walkout. I don't know, actually. Maybe they didn't get a tag.
There's one more smoke on magixx. He's going to throw that down. He held it long enough to interrupt it. Zontix burns the whole entire time. What did he expect to happen?
I don't know.
magixx's last smoke popped in front of it. Maybe he thought that'd give him sanctuary, but not the case at all. So easily taken down the bomb site for the time being. Dual Beretta's out in the middle of it. That's desperate here for Donk. Shiro lines up 2, and it goes into the 1v1. This is technically the 1v3. Shiro capitalizing. 7 seconds. He's just going to push the duel. It's all he wants is this fight. Shiro wins it. 3 kills in what is a 1v3, as that B bomb site was truly under pressure.
Yeah, excellently handled from Shiro. It got to a point in the clock where, he could just mag dump and like cut it off, knowing that Max needs to take that duel at some point. So nicely done. Close attempt on the trades, unfortunately there for Zontix. And yeah, it's just a situation where I think the smoke, like, he hears it extinguish maybe the outside of it. I'm not sure. But I'm loving the energy right now. I think Spirit have a lot to prove after what happened to them versus Paravision.
Yeah, magixx chalking that one up to a good game plan out of Paravision, giving respect where it's due.
Yeah, and yeah, that's also an important point about it, that Paravision played extremely well.
Something that we are coming to expect day after day.
You also got to appreciate what Apex said. I mean, a lot of people who are, you know, just watching this game still cannot appreciate the fact that Apex is the #1 IGL right now. The guy who he was the last guy you would have expected to ever take on the role. It took years, but it could not have paid off more.
Gonna mow down this light attempt to get out through the monster smoke. Short instead's gonna have to be the avenue here for 9Z if they've got anything to stand on this round. And magixx has got other ideas. I think a lot of people will forget as well that when like Apex first took over in-game leadership for Vitality, there was even that weird period, that very short period where he was kind of like pulled off the roster.
I think he kind of benched himself. He like took a little break, and then he actually ended it early, came back to the team, which felt like even more of a red flag. And was like, whoa, chill. Like maybe like this should just not have happened. And but he believed in it, and you know that's the power of believing in yourself, and an org that believed in him.
Yes,
I mean
100%.
that could have been him getting cut in that spot.
Yeah, they could have said, nah, this is not going to work.
And for a while they got
given more of a vision.
And they have Zywoo's getting #1, and then they get 1 trophy a year, sort of, as time rolls on. They're always one of the top 5 teams, top 3 teams in the world, but not dominating. And yeah, eventually it just comes together. I mean, IGL is one role where like you just keep getting better with experience. Yeah. Other roles, it's possible, you know, you want to be a star player, too much experience can maybe count against you. You've just seen too many losses. You've just got too much scar tissue, and it's important to just believe you're the best, and you know you just have a dominating period that feels like it's never going to end. But that's why you naturally move into leadership later.
He's had to wait for this opportunity to come back into a round with guns, so let's see what they've got in store. It's an early grenade landing on DGT to drop him down to 40. But this time they're not going to find Donk inside connector. We get this double up over towards long between him and Tanir instead, and that's going to put Shiro in the hot seat in a moment. Flash finds him, but he is lucky to be alive. Mayern missing the opportunity to drop his counterpart. But that miss goes both directions.
Yeah, Shiro was missing yesterday too. That's got to be solved.
He's going to lean this one forward.
It's one of the best CT overpass offers of all time.
High praise. Just missed another shot. They're going to go towards long control instead, and upper bathroom's compromised because Shiro was missing shots. We'll see if Donk can recover on his own. Tends to, and does yet again. So, yeah, not a bad day in the office to have a guy like Donk by your side.
And that's, you know, used to be Axile with Shiro playing on A-site Overpass, and that was the whole show. You put and that's the cool part about Overpass. You put the best rifler you can find and the best opper and the only opper on your team, and you put them together on the A-site. So much space to work with, so many CT favored positions. Just an excellent way to show off exactly how many kills you can get in one half. And well, now Shiro even has an upgrade from Axile to Donk to work with.
I mean, this is such an example of a round where if you don't have a guy like Donk, if you don't have a phenom,
they've got a Donk sticker.
No teams do, really. That this kind of a situation gets totally unraveled, right? Like Shiro not only missing a chance at catching the opper when he comes out through connector, but we didn't get to see it. We heard it. Shiro firing another round in bathrooms. That T who gets up into upper bathrooms. It's now a 3 versus 2 long pinch in the favor of 9Z because your oppers left you out there to die. Only Donk starts spinning in a circle and kills all these players.
I want to know whose AK that is, because he's got the FaZe Boston stickers and a Donk sticker on the mag. That's culture. Oh, this is the spirit we wanted to see today for sure.
Mayron's got an angle he's allowed to hold on to. That's gonna just, that's gonna be a gut-wrenching feeling.
It's a call out because you're like, also you're boosted up and you're like, well, obviously we're not gonna expose ourselves to this now.
Unless you just pretend like you weren't there.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what I guess they're hoping to do.
Yeah. I mean, they're here so early, but one molly lands and they'll have to move.
Yeah,
oh, they just come and clear it, yeah.
There you go.
It's a bit too quiet for too long.
See ya.
It's like a sneaky way for the CTs to kill the clock. They might think you're up there. They're like, all right, well, if you're going to waste time up there, then we're going to time our preem and just kill you when we want. And now what are you going to do? Makes it harder to fake. You're going to try to get close to A. Just dispels of that one. I mean, he's just melting him down right now.
Not allowed to get any closer. Donk's patience now at 20 seconds because doesn't want to give them any room to work. And if you try to push past him, you're just going to eat his bullets. So he decides to chase you down.
He's moving so fast.
An 11-1 Donk, 6 rounds into this game in a map whereby 9Z have yet to win a round.
His movement looked insane right there. It was like he cut his jump short and instantly went into the strafe, started shooting.
Damn, magixx. Let's watch it from his POV and from Max's.
Because he landed on the stairs, so it was like a little faster. I'm the man.
It's a scary day when you let Donk start having fun.
Yeah.
For the record, by the way, Mohan, the AK-47 you like belongs to Huaso Peak.
Nice.
Man of culture.
Love that.
It's one thing to enshrine Donk on your AK, it's another to make it work like his. And unfortunately for Huaso Peak, he doesn't have the money to buy one here in round 7, so it is back to upgraded pistols, solo Galil towards DGT. I mean, there's 6 rounds into the game, and there's only 6 kills collectively for 9Z.
Yeah, they're getting smacked up. Donk 11-1.
Wowza.
And Shiro's missed like 4 shots, and he's still 7-0. Could be another farm round. We had one of Donk's best spray transfers ever versus an eco on the outside of bathrooms here. That's a tag. And again, you're using the shadow advantage.
And it's Donk's turn, but he drops it this time.
Hey, nice find, Max.
Gonna try to move this in. magixx tucks into Optimus. Opper gonna miss that smoke push in a second. Long also awkwardly held still by Shiro. Too many missed shots, but Tanir is on the scene. Him and Zontix left to clean up the 16 health of Luchov. Tech9 goes empty, and even though it's a scrambled situation for Spirit, it's still the round win.
Yeah, kind of running through this. No donk required. Did a great job of like throwing pawns on the side of Shiro so he could have a chance to go from one kill to the next as well. It's also an interesting game when you play to take Overpass into your map pool when you eventually have to go play all the top teams, because that's again where one of the maps that you'd call a safe pick for the better, you know, the cream of the crop, the top 5.
Yeah.
You're definitely playing some dangerous games.
A map where top dogs just kind of separate themselves from the midfield.
Yeah.
9Z are in a position where they're just trying to prove they're a part of the midfield.
Mm-hmm.
35 seconds and still just trying to inch their way to the front of bathrooms. This is not a comfortable one for 9Z, but at least CTs are leaving.
They have enough space actually to go with an exact. They do have the map control now required.
Donk pushing off the site, sees the grenades being used. 20 to the clock. Instant headshot. He won't die empty-handed this time. But Wasso Peak's got the double. And so this Opper pushing out through the bathrooms, awkwardly through the smoke. Shiro's got to let that bomb go down. Knows better. It's going to take a second for magixx to come and join them. 3 versus 3 retake as 9Z are on the brink of their first win. But it's now man advantage back for Spirit. Bank pressure, and Shiro hits the second shot. Wasso Peak 2 kills already to his name. Knows this bank retake's underway, and when the smoke fades, Dumpster's going to come out and clear him. So he's going to look to make a move beforehand, and he gets himself both. Nicely done. He's on for the ace. Right there for the taking. Needs the fresh mag back into the cover. Time's on his side. And even with magixx catching that kill, the kit, he'll jump on top of it. It comes down to the wire, but it's going to be the 8. Ooh. Team Spirit deny the ace. What more can Wasso do?
I know, man. What a try. I mean, he broke through the front of bathrooms after this opening belt by Shiro and took out Donk once again on the spray transfer, no less. But that was a weird move from Mayer, and I think it was like a 3v3 where they heard magixx rotating in from CT, didn't expect anyone coming in from the back of bathrooms, but didn't really move into the optimal post plant spots to take advantage of their map control. Maybe they did think there was someone lurking in and they had to push. So it comes close, but it's really just because of Wasso. I wonder if that vitality loss just shocked them a bit, because they had been, creating a groundswell of good games on the map, picking it a ton, having some strong victories and everything, but just not at this level yet.
See ya. Luchov not allowed to play round 9. Shiro is freed up, and maybe a few misses earlier on, but
yeah, night and day compared to yesterday.
Close shots, 12 and 2.
They wish they got yesterday's Shiro.
It's just this duo, huh? I always talk about like the duos of an Opper and a strong rifler on A-side Overpass. Shiro and Donk.
It might not. Yeah, there might not be a way to improve that. I mean,
good luck. Especially for the type of opping, that you want to rely on when it comes to Overpass.
Yeah.
It's kind of Shiro's playground. Donk a little messy with that one, but he didn't take any damage in return. Shiro's going to miss the op shot, not the follow-up. Mayern still traded out after his Donk frag. And now, in the middle of all that, it was also bomb spotted, so Spirit can be confident to come upstairs. Shiro still sitting on the angle comfortably. 4 kill. Nope, excuse me. Zontic's gonna rob it. A nice 3K sequence here for Shiro to keep this flawless CT side alive.
That's quite beautiful. What a half out of Shiro. It's like a call back to the old days for him on Overpass. And yeah, Donk's having his rounds. They're kind of not needing to dominate at the same time because they're just playing so well off each other. Little aggro here, shot comes in, mistrade, here comes the op shot, and a great reposition to cap off. Nice! That is 27 A defense kills. Oh, a clutch kill in there for Shiro when he rotated to B.
Tenier in the back of his mind is like, am I going to get paid for working today?
That's what he was excited about when he joined the team, actually.
Yeah, right? Like, oh, God. Ooh, Donk's going to track you down. These Tech-9s trying to push yonder gonder. But Tenier finding one for the road as it's double-digit Spirit in 10 rounds of play.
It's funny because the map is so tactical and hard to get map control on, but still comes down to the individuals, especially your CTA individuals, and that's the final hurdle, but also the most important one when it comes to winning rounds here. Damn, Shiro's hitting everything. This is fun to watch. I think after yesterday they won't be satisfied, and thus they absolutely just
they need to smash.
Crush. Yeah.
Unfortunately for 9Z, they're the ones that rolled out of bed on the receiving end of that fire from Spirit. Ooh, but Luchov's got something to say, and that's the 2 hard carries of Spirit dead. So a chance here for 9Z to get there first.
It's a big play, though. They have Tenier pushing long. They might think that, well, with the double A push, maybe they're worried about 3 players over here, but they're not sitting back to watch it.
Thing is, Zontix and magixx have also been solid when they're called on. Yep, there it is. It's not incompetency for the rest of Spirit, so you think you killed Donk and Shiro, you've got a chance. Solid floor for Spirit as well, as they'll take the man advantage back, although barely. 10 health left for Zontix.
Oh, okay. Still a minute up.
Ambitious.
Zontix is like, see, that's why I never push. Who told me to do that?
magixx happy to just hold on to the deep graffiti corner.
And this is where 9Z kind of have to try to make their money. They can be really crafty in moments like these, find ways to generate unfair 1v1s. It's not going to be those raw duels with CT favored angles. It's 2 players who are more passive. They've taken out the stars already. They have the utility. It's just about, can they trick them?
They've gotten close enough to the bomb site to still catch 9Z off guard. magixx gonna chuck it into the bomb site before the plant attempt comes out. So a little early on the nade, but perfectly timed on the push. And then the blind side. An 11th secured off of the B site players. Nice double from Zontix and a nice cool down pause moment there for magixx and
there's
Tenier.
something that could happen in this map, but I'm not gonna say what.
What could you be alluding to? Let me think.
An unlikely result.
An unlikely result.
Something you just don't see very often.
Oh, the 9Z comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 12-round 9Z CT side comeback.
Right.
That's what you must be alluding to.
Yeah. They switch over to CT side. You never know. Three timeouts burned. But what site's easier?
That flank was devilish from Tenier.
Damn, DGT's 0 and 10.
Oh, you had to say
Been
it.
saying good things about him for this this event for sure, but yeah.
I wonder what his ADR is. I'll tell you, 23.4.
23.4. Okay. I've seen worse ADRs in 0 and 10 score lines.
Final round of the half. 9Z grouped up outside the B site. Safe to say they're going to keep this one simple. Problem is, another smoke goes down in front of them. Zontix trying to get his gun back out. magixx sprays for 2, but he'll be caught out, and so Tenier steps up to the plate to get the edge, and Mayern barely alive. An easy follow-up frag for Tenier. Max, best of luck. Will need as many kills in this moment as he's had all half long.
DGT has officially been egged.
A 0-kill half. Ouch.
Well, at least when you get 0 rounds, that's not what everyone's talking about. Upsides. Max is always locked in, though.
Yeah, let's watch it
He
like
is
this.
always ready to go.
Time to go, buddy. Teammate calls it for him.
0.5 zoom, 2 zoom.
Ooh.
He's looking
Trying
around.
to lean around these corners.
Oh,
Hey.
okay, yeah.
Oh, there's one.
Wait a second, is this cheating?
He's working it,
Oh.
but the pistol's going to prevail, and so there it is. A flawless CT side out of the side of Team Spirit. Only a singular bomb plant in those 12 rounds. So make sure to stick around, because after this break, we're going to get that 13...
A full year as a esports player, especially Counter-Strike player. It is a lot of work, it is a lot of spending time with your team.
As a pro player, you need to sacrifice. It's not just going to tournament, having some fun, see a city, go around being a tourist.
It's pretty hard with all the travel and the boot camps and practice from home and all of that.
But yeah, that's how it looks.
Travel days, it's always so tough. We are traveling like all together, like 5 players, coach, manager.
I mean, usually the year starts with a boot camp before the first tournaments. In Navi, we are boot camping quite a lot. We tend to have a boot camp at the start of the season, at the end of the season, before the major. And sometimes we might even have a boot camp in the middle.
You have now grinded practice at home for 2 weeks with maybe 2 days off. Then you go into a tournament and you get met by extreme happy emotions or extreme sad emotions.
The best part of all of this is definitely a competition.
When you're making deep runs, especially if you're winning a tournament, you get the benefits of the hard work you put in. When you're losing constantly, even if you might go home a couple days earlier, you're thinking of what would have happened if we beat this team or win the tournament.
As a pro player, you need to fight to stay mentally strong. You have to fix mistakes, you have to adjust, you have to prepare for the next day. You go into the game and then you repeat.
This year was pretty hard for us, I would say, because we had a boot camp, tournament, just a few days off, then another tournament, then again just 3 or 4 days off.
Getting energy again is one of the most important things for me. I've done this for 25 years now. I have my family close, I have my wife close, and those are the people I see the most, but not a lot.
You're traveling a lot of countries, sometimes even back to back, without returning home. I'm used to it, I guess.
I think one of the most important things as a team is the team dynamic. We are 5 people on the server, and if one person is missing outside the game, automatically feels very less.
In Navi, we try to have the balance and not spending time 24/7 with each other. But I'm close with Ima, for example. I'm close with Makaze. We might spend more time with each other. Overall, you're still gonna be in the practice room with all of your teammates for countless of hours a day. When we, let's say, go out for a dinner or we go for a team walk, we always try to be together, like the whole team.
Everybody has to commit to the same amount, sacrifice the same things, and only then you can reach the trophies.
What makes the whole year worth it is the majors. I always have the best feeling of my life when my parents were watching me and my best friends were watching me. So I just think that's the peak of the tournament calendar.
Everyone is looking for winning, and this is what makes competition like being real.
I'm here for one reason. I'm here to win everything I can, and the day I stop, I have time for everything else in my life.
Tough go of it for 9Z today, up against a very hot-looking team spirit with Donk and with Shiro at the tippity top of the scoreboard. Both those players above 100 ADR in this 12-0. Who would have seen a 12-0 half coming? If you did, you should have gone and live traded the game on polymarket.com, the official prediction market of BLAST Premier.
So, all 9Z are thinking about right now, how do we get a kill for DGT? And then secondly, how do we get this pistol round so that the headline isn't, we got 13-0'd.
Ooh, it's been said. Which of those zeros hurts worse? Blasso peek. He gets there, but it's a little labored. It opens the door for Zontix to recover. Donk's got his. Luchov takes the man advantage back. Just don't get 13-0'd. And with a pistol round on Shiro's shoulders, it could still be dangerous because his P250's capable.
He loves positions like this. Smoke. He has the bomb, he has 100 HP, and a very decent pistol, and lots of time on the clock.
He knows if he waits long enough, somebody has to go A.
I said about Shiro last year, he was obviously top of the list and top 20 players, but I said he wasn't as clutch as he was the year before. You know, 2024 Shiro was like the best clutcher ever, and we were missing a bit of that action. I think these are the rounds where you see exactly how smart he is, but
he's got a ton of utility, the P250 and first contact. It's a long run back for the player that did go A. He's burned them low. DGT's barely alive once he does come back from the A site. Got a flash to commit, you got a smoke to try to give cover, but you need to get at least 1 kill or else you're never gonna plant.
yeah, you'll never get this bomb down.
And he's really played this down now. 10 seconds, he's gotta get into it. They try to line up, but there it is. No 13-0 tonight.
Hey, drinks all around. It is a moment where you can laugh.
Every great comeback starts with 1, and that's been secured by 9Z.
All right, actually, that was the prior. Oh, and DGT got its kill.
Yep.
they won so much, man. They were
No more zeros out there on any scoreboard.
and no bomb plant, no investment.
12-1. You're coming off the lost pistol, and we're going to talk things out, huh?
Guess that's what getting smoked by Paravision does to a team.
What could they possibly be talking? What could magixx possibly be discussing right now?
Well, we were in the elevator with him last night when they were going up from prac and we were going to bed, and he's like, "Are you guys down to goon?"
I didn't know how to answer that question.
And I just said, "I'm down."
I was just kind of relieved to get off the elevator first.
And then he said, "We understand the frustrations with watching our previous matches. Please stay tuned for more."
Well, here we are. And it's a change of flavor. Glocks do get through Mayern at least. Careful, there's more deaths to be had. magixx needs a little more time to think out his next round strat, though. 29 health for Max, but he clears the corner on his terms, and that'll be 9Z's second. Terrorists have not won a single round in this game tonight. Yeah, down with the terrorists.
And the reason you take a moment like that to think is because it is Overpass.
Yeah, true.
You need every calorie you've got to burn through mentally to like come up with the best idea to not waste your chances.
Just stomp out this game as quick as you can.
It's a streaky, stompy momentum map, and the fact is 9Z, I mean, they're like shooting 66% of their CT round wins over many, many games. They are a team to be worried about. Even if it's all you got to do is win one, you don't want to let it get close for no reason.
You smother them with individual level on your CT side.
Flashing this, he gets spotted. Oh, okay.
Trying to pull back. Zontix knows that a peek could come out, and DGT toys with the idea. Minute 5.
Op support's on bathrooms. They've got quite a lean going on here. Doubled up here, and they have Max on long. Maron's in a great spot to deliver a frag. That's donk out.
Coach down from bathrooms. Nicely done. Pulling this slow crawl forward, apart piece by piece. And you can go ahead and stabilize that A bomb site. Lean back onto it. We'll see the save call in a moment here for Spirit. They're going to walk away from this one. So,
first test is passed here for 9Z. It's a very, very solid round. They get all their kills before the site's in jeopardy. There's no bomb plant once again. And they kill Donk first. And as disappointing as it is to get 12 and 0, 9Z, they're happy to play every round. Like they're, you know, you ask them, I'm sure they're excited to be able to play top teams. They're excited to have a chance to be on this stage. Spirit are only happy if they absolutely destroy. And at the minimum, 9Z could maybe give them a scare or make them a little bit disappointed. But the expectations for both these teams are incomparable.
to interrupt the setup outside B. Yeah, nicely done to blindside Shiro.
Got confirmation on 2 more. They weren't exactly ready to exec just yet, but it does alarm 9Z. They'll pull another one over. Really give up a lot of room towards A if this ends up going back up the stairs. But I mean, Spirit are sitting and waiting, but they don't have flashes and stuff like that. They've got these HEs to work with.
Another one coming in a moment.
And yeah, that might actually be good.
Max slides in, tries to continue the spray down, but the flash kind of makes it awkward for Wasso. So good on Luchov to still be here to cover. There is an entry point now for Spirit. 2 players down in the mud. Luchov tries to get the last, but magixx has got the answer now. And with Wasso low, all of a sudden, if Mayern misses an op shot, magixx could win this clutch. He's got the reload in already. 12 seconds to spare. magixx, it's now out in the open, and he gets tagged by the Opper. That's his chance to cross over and go for this plant, but the bomb site gets set ablaze.
He can plant.
He's got a space, but he just missed the plant zone.
Could have planted on the back of it, but I guess
awkward.
He was worried about the walkout to the left of it.
And so given a chance to save the AK instead, 9Z with more fight left in them.
Yeah, that one's by a hair, but that's all they needed. And Donk going down straight up once again. Last time it was an op, this time it was Max. And yeah, he just had a big space off as he put the bomb down. Thing is, he couldn't have faked it, obviously.
No. That op comes at you. Whoa.
Okay. It's never been done before.
Never been done.
Well, you know 9Z like to make history.
Is tonight the night? Feels like they're getting closer and closer as these rounds go on, though. So this peek into Wasso. He fights back, disassembles the boost. Gun changes hands as magixx now walking wounded, and 9Z feeling comfortable enough to try and pry into short. Eesh, missed opportunity and a second. Zontix picking up that Galil off magixx, puts it to work. magixx. Oh, but still shot with the wall bang, of course.
Well, that's a way back in. I mean, the fact that Zontix gets away with 2 is insane, but 4v3 here for Spirit.
Getting dangerously close to this A site, which only has 2
Bomb
defenders in place. 30 seconds.
Good molly.
Mayern half health. Luchov's got his. That's Donk dead with nothing to say about it. And the Opper connects. So it's all from long. Denied. 9Z step up to the plate again. And this is 5 of the 12 they need now.
They're fighting back to update their information. They're not getting scared when they lose 2 players like they did just there to Zontix. That was quite a grand opportunity. And a huge find back for Luchov. Just a massive round overall.
You've got Spirit back on pistols for the most part. Why does this one feel fast? Donk going through this monster play. There's fire in front of him, so he's still got vision though. And once this fire burns out, he's gonna jump this bomb site, wins the opening duel. Tanir's dead, short towards short, but it's all about Donk. It's Donk or nothing. And he lines up a second. AK now picked up by magixx.
Oh,
beautiful.
DGT!
Snaps it over, denies them any further entry.
He's on 4 kills after not getting a single frag in the first half.
We thought Donk could have just been the showstopper. Instead, DGT steps up to that plate, but Shiro does find hands on an AK. Yet again, a 1v3 where there's time for him to slow burn this. Contact up into heaven. That's going to be Luchov low, just as low as DGT, but he answers. Big quad kill moment now for DGT, trying to find the recovery of recoveries here on Overpass.
That's the magic of Overpass. You know, you can go from CT side and looking like a superhero, playing T side, not getting a single kill, and then doing this.
Sick adjustment.
They have an entire T side, a full T side to win a single round. That's all they need. One solid idea. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a solid idea. It can be a triple entry round, which is definitely possible. It could be a Tech 9 round that wins this game. 9-0 always on the edge. But it isn't necessarily going to happen. 9Z know how to play this map, at least. It's more consistently on the defense.
You'd think with 12 rounds they'd eventually figure it out because they just need the one. This is the first time out for Spirits.
Sometimes that is the mental trap.
Hallie comes in. He's got something to say. We saw magixx kind of take that unofficial pause.
He's just getting better. What a bounce back for DGT.
Tanir's got the answer. Door off its hinges. Shiro down to half. Tanir still locked into these duels, but he picks up his moment.
This has to be it. I mean, 2v4 now.
Always felt like it was just going to be one moment for Spirit to just blow open the doors.
I mean, if Mayern is too static, if they don't gamble at all and go for some kind of stack, they will lose. And he is making that rotation over, and Spirit are, in fact, going to end B.
Flashed in for the peek. They were dodging it, and Shiro scoped up, just denies it. Mayern, having thrown that utility, they know damn well he's over here. Tanir's gonna go clear out the A site just in case this starts to go south, but magixx could end the game on his terms in a moment. Mayern knows he's just been out-positioned, so it all boils down to Tanir going big from the bottom of the board of Team Spirit. Rock solid defense for Spirit tonight. And sure, a difficult T side lets this comeback start to happen for 9Z. Let's hope for their sake, on an individual level, that's enough for them to warm up as we'll head to Spirit's pick next.
They avoid the goose egg, the bagel. What do you guys call it in CS? The goose egg?
Goose egg.
It is goose egg?
Goose egg's more common, I'd say.
Yeah, it's some.
Definitely have much more of a chance of getting this game competitive. You know, they go to their CT side, we see some individual levels uptick. This is not going to be another blowout. I do chalk that up to just the difficulties of T side, I think, it being that lopsided.
We do go from, though, you know, maybe Shiro's excellent performance to, like, Donk's best map ever.
True.
So,
that's damning.
It is possible, because, like, Donk can make Dust2 look like an Overpass, can make an A Rifler look for other teams. Last year, a 1.60 rating across the year or something. I can't remember if that stat changed or not, but it was up until, like, the last month. 1.6 rating average on Dust2.
Just unbelievable.
I mean, never done before.
Some player's best map ever, it's his average. This will be Spirit taking long control straight into the bomb plant, pretty much uncontested. 9Z's aggression towards middle didn't really set them up too well.
Oh, flying Max.
But why not? And then as Max kind of has the smoke fade in front of him, Tanir's got the answer back from Goose. DGT clears that. Donk's turn. Sits on ramp with CTs coming at him. Chance the blindside, and yeah, he's gonna find one for the road. Majority alive for Spirit as the T-side pistols got their name on it.
I'm saying Donk's movement's looking extra sharp right now, on top of the aim, obviously. But yeah, they've got the right players firing off.
Donk and Zywoo are using the same gloves now, whatever that's worth, duly noted.
That means no one else should be able to use them.
Okay, all right.
Donk and Zywoo.
We just let them reserve them.
1 and 2.
Unfortunate that nade kind of pops between the two Spirit players, so it doesn't get as much value as you would have liked for a round where you're banking on pistol damage.
Yeah, okay. Well, in CS2, a 1.0 KPR and a 1.53 rating in the game's history.
Must be nice.
Dude, what?
Must be nice to be Donk.
He's had a kill on average every single round of Dust2 in CS2 history.
And he's keeping those numbers up. That nade far better than the one that threw out towards top middle. Flashbang off Goose, meant to interrupt. And Donk eats the follow-up, but This is an interesting spot for DGT. Let's see if he goes unnoticed. Spirit do just pump the brakes for a second.
Yeah, I think he kind of hopes that they go earlier, but when the smoke comes up, it's going to be hard to stand there. Only Nico can get away with that.
Missed Eagle shot. We've got no long player coming. Instead, Zontix looks to come and join the troops from Catwalk. They slowly close the distance in, with magixx taking the peek into CT. And by the time DGT pops up, his teammates are essentially all dead. Just Huaso peek towards long left over. V3, not even allowed to get down into the pit.
I've got a question for B-Trems. Again, because I always feel like the KPR stat is just not as impressive to like the untrained eye or the person who isn't looking at stats all the time.
Uncontextualized, yeah.
I want to know who the second. I want to show who the second highest KPR is. Like, who is that?
That's a good ask.
In CS2 history, in history, whatever it is.
So it was a 1.0 KPR and a 1.53 rating.
Yes,
for Donk.
on Dust2.
Let's remember that. 1.0 KPR, 1.53 rating on Dust2 in CS2.
I feel like for CS2 on Dust2, my guess would be like Zaiwu at a 1. Maybe 40 overall, something like that. This could be still crazy, and then maybe him on KPR as well, but probably like 0.83 or something, 0.88.
This is fun. We usually give production challenges and homework, but now we're putting B-Trams on the spot.
Yeah, so we're just getting everyone.
What do you want for Dupree after this?
Some tower rifles.
Okay. 6th major maybe? Would have been funnier had I not fumbled my words.
He misspoke.
Idiot. That's me. I'm the idiot.
All right, this is a death match.
Yep. Again, up Catwalk and into the A sites.
I do love that Spirit are like, let's just do this over and over again until we get some resistance.
Sure.
Because they should be able to. They should absolutely be able to.
Resistance.
That's why they wanted Dust2.
Be futile with the pistol attempt here for 9Z. So we'll see what the guns can change for 9Z.
If you have to think too much on this map, you're probably not that good on it.
Less thinking, more winning.
Like, we go from the map that's the hardest to take map control on to the map that's the easiest. The fastest.
Oh, Huaso's going to take a look at things. And that's all he's allowed is a look. 3-0 start for Spirit on their map pick. Currently, 4 kills across the board for all of 9Z so far.
Feels like a nice confidence-building series here for Spirit. Vitality also had a confidence-building, energizing victory versus 9Z. But it's a strong buy and a great shot. Great shot from Mayern. It's a huge player down. That's one way to slow things down.
He just had their hands tied for so much of that Overpass game. Nice to see them start with a man advantage, and for it to be on Donk is all the more impressive.
Zontix has put himself in a spot for a very slow lurk, or one that never turns into a lurk until the site is fully taken. Gotta like this for Huaso a little bit more.
They got Mayern off his angle.
Oh, and now he runs
back
from it.
Now Zontix is going to activate on the flank, so if
Yes.
Spirit just pause for a second, Zontix is going to get his chance to strike, and all the while, Mayern losing teammates around him. Oh, but Huaso goes back, and Mayern hits a follow-up. Still bomb dropped out towards that site where magixx starts to collect some more kills, and he's spotting the players, but they swarm him. And so 9Z, 4 rounds into the CT side, will post there first. They make the most of that man advantage, and Mayern's op strikes down more than one.
That might have been a bit smarter than it looked from Wasso, where he ran away from long, but immediately came back to check it, which kind of makes it seem like he actually just decided, if I'm going to leave, I will give away audio so that you speed up the flank. Maybe you think that I've not thought someone's here or that I was pushed far enough. So good for him to go back and take a look. It looked like it was way too risky and not necessary for him to leave that post, but they had that one under control, so immediately a timeout. Again, starts off with an excellent shot from Mayern into Donk's head and lower.
And if Wasso Peak doesn't double back and hold that off, problems could have been had for 9Z. Not the case. Shiro's up. Missed opportunity. There's a lot of flashbangs.
Try to get some early damage, but Spirit are coming in at their own tempo. Oh, wow. I mean, he didn't even fully clear that. Yeah. HE helps.
Yeah, 100%. Engineer's supposed to have gotten the drop on him.
Sure just starts talking, waving his hands.
Why Ayada this? Utility starts to trickle down. We saw those flashbangs earlier piled up to put this pressure on.
It's dead.
Yeah, trying to climb up.
DGT waited a long time for that chance.
Max doesn't wait a moment. Fast move down through tunnels. Gonna see the top of the Opera's head, but it's the frag grenade from DGT off site that works out instead. So this bomb site's aptly stacked. Mayern sends an op shot through, and this round really kind of fizzles out for, excuse me, Spirit.
Yeah, it's really good here for 9Z. It's excellently handled, and again, it was DGT who started mid doors from the beginning. magixx actually, I mean, okay, I guess they're not pushing long. He could die after time. But, love the round out of 9Z, honestly. Fnatic mousepad. Who's his favorite player, I wonder?
It's gotta be Crims. Or maybe Mezzy.
Olaf Meister.
That's a fair guess, too.
Blusha. They got a lot of good ones, man. JW. Pronax.
Afro?
Dennis.
Why are you laughing?
We're picking from two different schools. Blame F, of course.
Yeah, that could be a big mouse pad nowadays.
Yeah, Fnatic heavy.
His AK set up by pistols all around it. We'll see what Donk can get done. Ouch. Oh, yoy, yoy. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Call it quits. Give up. It's over. Wasso
Dude,
with the mow down on his own.
Hell of a job.
400 damage to his name alone. Sure, they've got just pistols, but nice alley-oop.
I saw some head armor in there. That's a nice alley-oop to himself with the HE grenade. Every round has been impressive for him on long.
Donk had an AK-47 in that scramble as well. So it is flawless for 9Z as they tie this game up at 3 rounds each. Do you remember what Wasso means?
No.
Cowboy.
Cowboy, okay.
And he wrangled Spirit on this round as they tried to push out through the doorway. Here we go. The player with the second most KPR in CS2 history, Dust2, is VSM.
Wait, but
Go.
sample size. And then a 0.89 KPR. Wait, how could that be number 2? What kind of sample size are we talking about here? Wait,
Right,
that's insane, though.
Yo, VS?
He has been active.
VSM, dude.
Fork and knife. That would have been like my 96th guess.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
wait,
Eat your heart out.
wait, where's Zaiwu then? Yeah.
Who knows? Third.
After VSM, just
That'd be crazy.
it's just the craziest thing we've learned. VSM, the second best Dust2 player of all time.
Nobody interrupting that climb up this time around. Looking at it now, but a little late to the stop. Zontix gives himself a flash to work up. Shiro, careful. That Humvee swing's about to happen. Grenades trickle down in front of him, and Max, sure enough, just crouch slides out with the opening kill of this one. As we're on the brink of 9Z winning 4 rounds in a row.
As T-side is not looking
He's
too pretty
named.
so far, yeah.
So well placed. Round and round again. Mayern's off collects. Wasso, a constant over towards Long. And now the rebuttal back because Donk is into the kill feed. 3 health left over. He'll swap to the op, but the nade is going to find him. And a magixx clutch.
He got it.
Demanded. Headshots back to back. Right there. Right now.
Oh, it's calm for magixx to pick off on the jumping player. That was insane.
Doesn't
Shoxy
even break
style.
a sweat.
What a reaction, man. A full house between him and Donk. And it's going to say they're putting so much effort into trying to highlight Donk in these rounds. They're forewinning all these plays just to get the walkout, him on Long with the AK. And then nades are landing exactly where they are, with 4 players all taking damage because they're grouped so much. That was not working out, but it's individual skill that saves the day.
Hell of a time to pull out a 2v5, huh? Trying to get back into control with that 3-0 start they had off the pistol. But still scary to say that up until that 2v5 comes together, it was looking like another 9Z sailing through a round win. There's been some very well-placed utility for 9Z.
Yeah, they played well in so many different ways in that round. Op was looking good. Position's looking good. Wasso out early, though. That's huge.
So is Donk dead first on Spirit's side. Maybe a bit of conditioning taking effect here as 9Z move over towards this A site, worried of a potential cat climb again. But at least remaining active, sliding forward into cat play. You mentioned it, with Wasso dead first, A long surely feel. Ooh, surprise, surprise. Tunier was not expecting that.
Again, they've got this grouped up presence towards Long, but it's very late for this, actually. They kind of have to go fast. They get spotted, and now they've got to rush.
And they're like just kind of fumbling with their nades a little bit here. It's just awkward. Still time to pull this off. And Shiro awaits that upper peak, just trying to set up utility for the cross. 10 seconds on the clock. Bomb is being thrown over. Bomb got thrown, but magixx didn't grab it. And now it's, oh, I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's a bit of a mess.
Whoa. That was awkward from start to finish the moment they got out.
They got to be careful not to die here.
No guarantees.
Oh, that's one
Shiro
after
time.
Yeah, that's not good.
4v5 round win for 9Z. confident move into catwalk to catch this solo climb up. This whole sequence, what? I mean, sight's on fire anyways, but still.
Yeah, that's true. There would have been no way to win, so... I mean, it's that individual moment for magixx to bring them around, but even that round, 9Z's the better team. Spirit started off with the pistol and conversions. 9Z have had a way better half overall, way more impressive rounds. Great setups, great HEs.
It's another moment where the underdog just has the better team play.
Yeah. And that's the thing about right now, like the Spirit T sides, you can just see they're kind of desperately just trying to make sure they don't waste the moments that Donk can get 2 and 3Ks. But if you do that too much, you tunnel vision too much, and then you kind of do the thing that Aurora do on bad days, and you group way too much. You oversimplify.
Oh, this will catch you off guard, though. Nobody actually inside the B side for 9Z. It's taken over by Tech9s and a single M4 on Zontix, so
just gun upgrade.
Game of cat and mouse. And Spirit find a lot of open space prime for the taking. Zontix plants as Donk keeps this M4 leaned on the window. They'll try to boost over to shave a player off, but I don't know if they're allowed back into this.
They have the util to give it a try. Max has a kit. It's just that Donk with a gun, Zontix with a gun.
They call it quits.
Yeah, they're not even going to try it.
Team Spirit find an empty bomb site, pounce on it in an unprepared state. 9Z just give away a freebie.
Yeah, it's just the upgrade Donk just stole out of the window. So there's no full force retake in the op to worry about. And all it is a B rush. And that's kind of the thought again. Like, you can always rush. You can rush B 3 times a half, and you're just as good as anybody. Vitality will, every team will do that, even at the very highest level. You just can't do it every round, but you'd love to with a guy like Donk. So it's 2 big rounds that get stolen away from 9Z.
Chav in a weird spot. Luckily, T-side smoke to let him out. And nobody holding that fallback on the Spirit side. I've liked the few moments 9Z have aggressed up catwalk. Wasn't sure if they were thinking about going for it again, but no, they'll just leave DGT looking away as Mayern, first contact, misses a chance to strike one down. Misses a second shot as well, but the Rifler's set up to try and still stop this. They know the op looms near. Yeah, just nicely done by Mayern, sitting on that sliver of an angle, takes damage in return. As Spirits still approach, Flash goes over top for the attack, continuously trying to test this. 30 seconds, Mayern's back on a comfortable angle, but he oversteps, gets exposed to Donk, who's then just gonna rip your heads off.
Man, it's a moment where, okay, we'll see if this retake takes place, but it's 2 MP9s coming in. Luchov, he gets away with that. And they're gonna go for the long play. There is a chance to still make some noise here.
You'll find Shiro standing on the ramp, prime for the taking.
Donk could very well be acing right now.
P9 though, tough duel for Max. Donk's got his 4th. Shiro closes with the 5th frag of the round. And it is a hard-fought battle up that catwalk because Mayern was cutting them down to size, but he gets caught out in the open on the corner by Donk, who really just rips that round right open.
Maybe it's not the best time to criticize Spirit right after they win and Donk gets all these kills, but they do highlight his individual level here, but there's a moment where they're fighting Cat where they have half an idea coming in, but it feels like all the structure absolutely breaks down as soon as there's a real opportunity to strike, and then they just start shoulder peeking and trying to take more raw gunfights. It gives a chance for the other team to use utility to win themselves back into the round, and it almost feels lucky that they just fragged their way out. Again, I mean, having a player like him can be the greatest gift and a curse if you oversimplify situations, but problem is when it works, you think, okay, we'll do that again. But you could really see where it, the CS almost just went out the window. It was just like, let's go for fights now.
Clean headbutt on the smoke. Flashes here for Max. He's going to send those out. Hope these USPs find targets, but Donk's got the crosshair in the right position. Eats the follow-up. Okay, still a little bit coming out for 9Z, but so little to work with. Max, brother, he's about to start licking that monitor, Mohan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, he could bring it closer if he wanted a taste.
He likes to tease himself.
Yeah, not like Yakinder.
You know. So starting to be enough of a T-side by Spirit. That's round 7 secured. A lot of it off the back of Donk at 14 kills. Surprise, surprise. But definitely awkward.
Not so worried about Spirit and maybe in this game where they have the skill level to kind of carry them through, but sure. They go up against top teams in this form right now, like in Rotterdam. If they make playoffs here, it's games will be lost on their T-sides. They're probably at the bottom of the barrel now in terms of what we can see. With their new IGL. Also, they have a pretty vocal team, right? Donk and Shiro been known to give plenty of comms, but can also be good and bad. Again, if you do need to make sure there's not too many cooks in the kitchen sometimes.
Double up comes through, and you hear magixx fire his. As far as CT utility, it falls down to just Max and Mayer hanging on to grenades. Guns out for the majority. Most constant problem that Spirit have had to face is Huaso peek over towards long. And sitting ahead of that CT smoke is this 2-player mid setup from 9Z. But they're passive, so they give space over. They let Spirit get ever closer to attacking off catwalk. Mayern goes for the deep car position, wants a bit of cover, but loses his angle. And we've seen Spirit just throw bodies behind these smokes and stall out, but Mayern's gonna pop one open. Missed chance for magixx will be recovered.
It's a collat tag.
Nicely done. Follows up. And then this active hold from Tanir is going to catch a fast-moving Huaso who wanted to go into the magixx flank but not allowed. And what remains of 9Z in the final round of play is very separated at the moment. Mayern over towards the A site, Max on his own, and the trade frag comes out from Shiro. So difficult 1v3 to piece together here for Mayern. Team Spirit show a bit of weakness at times throughout this attack, but ultimately an 8-round T-side on Dust2 solid. Mayern not operating with a kit. Very dire 1v3. He tries to bait out that door peek from behind him, and the moment he moves is when they make that flank happen. So 2 backstab moments here for Tanir, racking up some easy kills at the end of this one. As said, 8 rounds, Team Spirit.
This was me just 6 weeks ago before I started my training program. Commentating, stressed, depressed. But look at me now. Headshots. Another headshots. Headshot again. It really is that easy. I'm here to teach you competitive Counter-Strike on maps such as Dust2, the power plants, and of course, Meringue. And that's not all. We'll also cover advanced maps, such as Infernio, the Egypt one, and Aztec House. With the Henry G system, you'll get your professional player certificate in no time. Have a look at mine. It's already arrived. Some say years of practice are required. They're wrong. I will teach you good habits, such as smoking, flashing, and of course, winning. For example, you throw the smoke, and now you wait. The enemy becomes confused. Come on, this is strategy. I've coached many players using this plan. Some of them improved, and some were already professionals. Now you don't need to memorize all of the smokes, of course, just the coolest ones, such as mid, the other mid, A room, and ban banana nana. This is a very strong flash. As you can see, it even blinded me. And this smoke will land somewhere near a bomb site. The enemy will not expect it and will run away. And if the smoke misses, that's fine, because you are smarter than them. I personally don't use smokes. I simply know where the enemy is going to be. And if you do lose a round, remember, it's not your fault. The other team is cheating. Go to http://www.henrygspot.co.com. Sign up now.
Couple of rocky moments throughout the attack for Team Spirit, but ultimately a comfortable lead heading into the CT side, and where you want him, Donk, at the top of the scoreboard.
They got away with a lot in that half. I think that, again, I'm not sure if this scales up to playing against their more tough competition overall. The 4 rounds that 9Z got, though, were wonderful in terms of the setups and every piece that you'd want. Welsome had an amazing time overall playing long by himself. But again, it's the individual shining through, and that is important that they can make it happen. So 4Ks from Donk, magixx clutch, Magic up. And now CT side.
Three-player CT lean to the A site as Max keeps nades primed for middle. With this passive Spirit 2-player B setup, they're just going to stay kerneled. So numbers strong into the A commitment. Flashes over top. Nice one for magixx. He'll give his team a flash to work with themselves, but they go up momentarily to the 5 versus 3. That gets taken away.
Oh.
3 kills back from 9Z off that flood from the catwalk, so retake demanded of the last 2 Spirit players.
You know, Donk's actually kind of excited about this. He's going to have the dualies. He's going to be able to run fast at this.
They don't have a kit to work with, but Donk's already found the headshot. On top of that, it's damage for the others, so he can just spam away, and, well, it's just the spam for the last one. Donk comes up catwalk in a 2v3 and just gets all 3 kills.
It's like you could just see it coming. I mean, exactly how it would pan out.
You said it perfectly.
It just fell apart like paper.
It was a good flurry for 9Z to
It was a great side take.
Yep, it was really nice. And that was rebounding from what was very clean shots from magixx and Shiro, right? The jumping player gets popped by 1 bullet out of magixx. You still get to put your bomb down, which means you still get to come into this force buy with 3 Galils for 9Z. But Spirit's starting to get dangerously close to victory tonight.
double up in lower tunnels. They're coming down the stairs with the bomb as well.
MP7 dies. Donk picks up the slack.
How did he do that?
God, it's so good.
How did he do that? Second headshot. It's just magnificent, man. 20-8 now.
I mean, you can prepare for months. You can fine-tune all your strategies. You can...
Yeah, then Mike Tyson is there.
Yeah.
With a big right hand.
Yeah, Mike Tyson in a 5'2" body.
Yeah, in Mighty Mouse's body.
Just hits harder than ever. Donk comes out with the 4K.
Wow.
Sucks the life out of the room for 9Z.
Every moment is pure gold. Second one, oh, so fast.
It's like the second kill wasn't even a speed bump in the transfer.
No.
One fluid moment, 3 players dead. Like, these are human beings that commit just as much time to this game.
Have some empathy, Don.
As he does. They try all the same strats. The training regiments are all out there.
He probably outworks them, but, you know, I'm sure they work hard.
But is it even work to a guy like Donk?
I don't think so.
It's all pleasure.
He was born with a purpose, and I think he found it.
Must destroy vitality. With time, my son. Counter-Strike really does look different when there's a superstar in the server.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight is one of those reminders.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we're in the era of 2 grand superstars, Donk and ZywOo, but they're both going for greatest player ever. Fighting for it every day.
Pistols aren't going to get any distance off the catwalk, so this is going to be a quick and easy 11th round win for Spirit once Mayern's 13 health is taken down. And Donk even showing a bit of withheld momentum.
Just got to get his 1 KPR, you know?
Yep, and he's well beyond it still.
Tip in. Again, because the rotations are so fast, it's very difficult to, like, try to avoid somebody on Dust2. So on T side, you can really dictate, and Donk can come up cat, get the entries, or on CT side, just rotate to wherever he needs to be in seconds.
Max trying to work his way up, but Shiro with the perfect time challenge. There was no trade potential on that one for Max either, so Shiro finding it when he does is perfection. Lets him lean back and await this long walkout, which they're very aware could be going down because they put nobody on it. Shiro trying to slide back into the site. Does lose magixx next to him, but he hits that shot on Mayern at least, softening him up as he falls further and further back towards the corners of Cat. They're teasing him on long, but no commitment.
It's a real great smoke. It actually buys him some time, and oh, he turns that into a kill.
Wasso peek, it's a one and done. Mayern missed opportunity. Huge round for Shiro as he tries to catch up towards Donk as this game gets wrapped up.
They're coming at this with the quickness. Not much left to prove in this game for Spirit.
Final round feeling more like a technicality than anything else. I did find it weird that this Cat player didn't shoot at this for a little while.
Yeah, he did have the, it's because he smoked, he looked down, had a couple of baskets.
Double Mac 10, Scout, Galils, and Shiro piece middle because they know they've got advantages to flex. We'll see how many kills Donk can finish on. 23 for the moment.
Well, to be fair to Spirit, 9Z's T-sides haven't been any more impressive.
Going back for more, Shiro. Wasso's got something to say about it, trying to tap back into the potential he showed us on his CT side, and he will keep that ball rolling out middle. Nicely done here from Wasso Peak. Be the difference you want to see. And he embodies it with this triple kill. Bomb starts to trail back through the tunnels. Oh!
What a shot here, and now he's on for 5. He knows about Zontix. He's got to know that the lean is over here. He half wants to hunt this down, but they've got the round in the bag off of this play.
It's a hard-earned extension of Dust2 off Wasso Peak.
That's such a moment. I mean, we have seen some great Wasso moments, even outside this series. But again, had a very solid CT long performance. He was always by himself. Now by himself once again. 4 kills. Entire round to his name. They should just kind of try to hunt this, you know.
Yeah, I mean, once the bomb's closer to blowing up, let Wasso go for the ace.
Oh.
Man of culture. It's not about the kills, it's about the win. So one step closer to that. But
Man of accounting.
not the first time 9Z have been faced with a near insurmountable comeback. Wasso Peak stepping up to the challenge just when the game feels like it's about to end. He seizes the day because these kinds of opportunities do not come often. And so bask in it while you can. The headshot on the player top middle, my favorite part. It looked like he was just about to get caught off guard.
Oh, totally.
Readjustment for magixx. Yep.
Exactly. Yelling at the TV. And Donk's laughing.
Nacho hace el tiro, emboquea chopper, tiramos el oscuro bajo,
Right now, it feels inevitable that this game ends in favor of Spirit. That's a huge moment, but again, the T side so far hasn't shown us what we've seen on the CT in the first half, even if they didn't get that many rounds there either. Shiro and Donk on back-to-back maps have just been 1A and 1B. Crazy once upon a time. This is a T-sided map. Not anymore.
Catching the crossover. Good on them to pounce Shiro like that. Tanir chance to shine. Wants to give himself the most chance possible, but doesn't end up throwing the flash out. Wrong grenade, brother. Burning to a crisp. And over towards long, magixx not able to stop this. Zontix takes a look back towards the tunnels. He'll lose his head to Luchov. And bomb still extends out into the A site. So 9Z still with some fight left in them.
Who took out Donk here? Guess he was in mid fighting over top of the smoke, or could have been Luchov.
Yeah, Luchov killed Donk outside of the B sites. Little pinch on both sides of the map there, and 9Z come out. Even their timing up catwalk, I think that kind of quick tempo, you catch it. Shiro trying to cross back over. Didn't want to have anything to do with that duel.
Oh, it was his lurk that he used twice.
So good timing, weaponized there for 9Z. It's gonna put Spirit back into the pistol realm. And no cross spotted.
Yeah, no cross at all. I mean, they didn't throw anything. There's absolutely no reason to go A.
And yet, here we are.
Yeah, they saw absolutely nothing. Long gets smoked. And a late cross. They smoked their own door, so now anything could have happened.
If Please don't lose to this one, 9Z.
I'm gonna say surely not.
I'm right there with you.
A little bit too good for that. Dunk only has a deagle. When's that ever been a threat?
Man, considering they had eyes on mid the whole round.
No, they didn't. They didn't though. They
Well,
smoked
once
their
it
own
got
doors.
smoked, I know, but the fact that they had it from the get-go and they didn't really size up that B site. Now they're starting to walk into the stack and they've gone down to the near P250.
Another headshot.
There are looming threats inside this A site and low health for Luchov.
Nice shot, Wasso Peak.
He'll be the guy to save this if it's up to him. Shiro waiting to climb up these boxes and make it very awkward. Wasso's gonna check Goose, but down he goes. Shiro strikes down the double of all the rounds. Now they've got a gun in Shiro's hands. DGT's gonna be forced to sprint this, and he gets blindsided by Shiro, who just bought the perfect amount of time. Surely not, they said. And yet you tiptoe your way into the booby trap after what could have been a 13-0 back on Overpass. Dust2 bodes no better, and ultimately Spirit win it on a pistol round.
Yeah, Spirit fashion. They